Right now, the market is at all-time highs, and you are already making a mistake. Either you are getting greedy, riding the wave with no plan, telling yourself this time is different, or you are terrified, scrolling crash predictions, frozen, waiting for someone to tell you what to do. Either way, you are being controlled, not by the market, by your own unexamined mind. That is where this story actually begins. Marcus Aurelius wrote it plainly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That sentence is not a bumper sticker, it is a strategic principle. Because the moment you understand that the market does not control you, that headlines do not control you, that other people's panic does not control you, you step out of the crowd. And in financial life, stepping out of the crowd is where every real advantage lives. Here is what nobody will say to you plainly. Every single financial media outlet, every crash prediction YouTube channel, every breathless newsletter in your inbox right now is profiting from your emotional reaction. Fear clicks, panic clicks, FOMO clicks. They are not trying to help you, they are harvesting you. The moment you open a crash prediction article, you are not a viewer, you are the product. Your anxiety is the revenue model. This is the game as it actually is. And most people will never see it because they are too busy being inside it. All-time highs produce two predictable crowd responses. The first is euphoria. People who sat on the sidelines for years suddenly cannot wait to get in. They buy at the top because finally it feels safe. Finally, the numbers are going up and everyone is talking about it. The feeling of safety is precisely what makes this the most dangerous moment to act without a framework. The second response is terror. People who are already invested see the height of the market and imagine the fall. They doom scroll. They calculate how much they would lose if tomorrow everything dropped 30%. They do nothing, or they sell, locking in a guaranteed loss of future growth because they were afraid of an imaginary future loss. Both of these people, the euphoric buyer and the terrified seller, share one thing. They are reacting. They are not reading the game. They are inside the emotion, not above it. They are pawns. Now here is the Machiavellian truth that changes everything. Markets at all-time highs are not anomalies. They are the historical default. The S&P 500 has spent the majority of its modern history at or near record levels because that is what a growing productive system does over time. Every single all-time high in history looked frightening in the moment and obvious in hindsight. Everyone. The crowd always thinks this time is the peak. Sometimes they are right for a year. They are always wrong across a decade. This is the pattern. A strategist sees patterns. A pawn sees headlines. So here is the framework. 3 moves. This is what you actually do. Move 1. Audit your time horizon before you touch anything. Pull up your account. Before you look at the number, write down this question. When will I actually need this money? Not when might I need it, when will I need it? If the answer is more than 5 years, today's price is nearly irrelevant to your outcome. Historically, every 5-year window in a diversified portfolio has recovered from even severe crashes. The fear you are feeling is not based on your actual risk. It is based on today's number, which is a snapshot, not your destination. If the answer is less than 2 years, money you need soon should never have been exposed to market risk in the first place. Fix that allocation. That is not a market call. That is basic strategic positioning, and it has nothing to do with whether you think a crash is coming. Move 2. Build a decision rule before the volatility hits. The amateur makes decisions in the heat of the moment. The strategist decides in advance and executes without emotion. Write down one sentence right now. If the market drops by X%, I will do Y. Fill in the blanks with something specific and pre-committed. Some people write, if it drops 20%, I buy more. Some write, I will not look at my account for 30 days after a 10% drop. The actual rule matters less than the existence of a rule, Because when the crash comes, and at some point it always does, you will not be deciding. You will be executing a plan you made when you were calm and clear. That is the difference between a strategist and a pawn. Move 3. Cut the information diet. For every hour you spend consuming market commentary, you are building anxiety, not edge. Professional traders with teams, algorithms, and decades of experience consistently underperform a simple index fund held without panic. The research on this is overwhelming. Your information edge over the market is 0, but your behavioral edge over the panicking crowd is enormous if you protect it. That means unsubscribing from crash newsletters. It means unfollowing accounts that trade in fear. It means checking your portfolio no more than once per quarter. You do not need more information. You need more discipline over the information you already consume. Silence is a strategic weapon. Now, the Stoic dimension of this is not separate from the strategy. It is the engine that makes the strategy executable. Because knowing the 3 moves and actually doing them when your portfolio is down 30% and every headline says the world is ending are 2 entirely different things. Epictetus said it this way: "Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life." That is not passivity. That is iron command over the only thing that actually determines your outcome, your response. The market will do what it does. You do not get a vote. What you get to govern completely is whether you become the person who sells at the bottom out of fear, or the person who held the line, executed the plan, and came out the other side with their capital and their composure intact. The rebuilder watching this knows exactly what it feels like to be controlled by circumstances. To feel like the game is happening to you, not being played by you. Financial markets are one of the most visible arenas where that feeling shows up. Every red number feels personal. Every drop feels like failure. It is not. It is the game, and the game has never been fair to the unprepared or the emotional. It rewards patience, clarity, and a framework built before the storm. You have the framework now. 3 moves. Audit your time horizon. Build your decision rule in advance. Cut the information diet. These are not inspiring thoughts. They are executable plays. The pawn consumes headlines and reacts. The sovereign builds the rule, cuts the noise, and holds the line while the crowd loses its mind around them. This is what it means to master yourself in the domain where most men lose before they even begin. Not by predicting the future, by governing yourself so well that the future, whatever it is, finds you positioned rather than panicked. If this is the kind of thinking you want more of, sharp, real, and built to last, subscribe to STOLVEX. And join the newsletter at stolvex.kit.com newsletter. Every week, 1 principle and 1 move, no noise. Just the game, clearly read. The sovereign does not need more content. They need better thinking. Come build it.